What is the symbolism on a Sami drum? Have you ever wondered what the symbols on a Sami drum mean? These drums are not just musical instruments. They hold deep meanings for the Sami people of the Arctic and subarctic regions. The symbolism on these drums reflects a rich cultural heritage and a connection to the natural world. At the heart of a Sami drum's design are the personal visions of the noaidi, or shaman. The shaman uses the drum to communicate with different levels of the Sami universe. The surface of the drum is often divided into sections that representing various realms. The upper world is associated with gods and celestial bodies like the sun and moon. The middle world represents our everyday physical existence. The underworld is a spiritual realm, often depicted with boats crossing a great sea. These sections illustrate the shaman's journey through the cosmos to seek guidance. Common symbols found on Sami drums include animals that are vital to Sami life, such as reindeer, bears, wolves, and birds. The reindeer, in particular, is central to Sami culture and livelihood. You will often find the sun positioned prominently on the drum, highlighting its importance in Sami cosmology. The drums also feature figures representing gods, goddesses, and humans. This highlights the interconnectedness of all beings in Sami belief. Interestingly, some drums include Christian symbols like crosses or biblical figures. These were added during the period of Christianization as a way for the Sami to protect their traditional practices from outside influences. There is also evidence that some symbols on the drums correspond to star maps or constellations. This suggests that the Sami had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. The celestial symbols may have guided the placement of figures on the drum, linking Sami spiritual beliefs to the movements of the stars and seasons. From a broader perspective, Sami drums serve as cultural artifacts that illustrate the relationship between indigenous Arctic peoples and their environment. They embody a worldview where nature, spirituality, and survival are intertwined. The drums are not just ritual tools, they are visual records of Sami history and resistance to external forces that sought to erase their traditions. In practical terms, these drums were used in rituals to seek success in hunting, fishing, and healing. This reflects the Sami's dependence on the natural world for sustenance. The symbolism on the drum thus represents both spiritual beliefs and the practical realities of life in the polar environment. The symbols on a Sami drum create a rich narrative that connects the Sami people to their land, ancestors, and the cosmos. Each drum tells a story, making them much more than mere objects. They are living expressions of Sami identity and heritage.